Okay, for this assignment, we're going to make the eyeball change colors. So we have to do, what we're going to do is we're going to look for eye, and then we're going to do a search, and then we're going to go to images. And these images are way too clear, and what we need is line drawing. So we can go to line drawings within this palette, and now you're going to see some basic line drawings that we're going to be able to manipulate. So what we want is a clean eyeball, something that's not too complicated. So I'm going to choose this eyeball here, um, which is kind of pretty clean and will allow us to redraw it pretty simply. So I'm going to right click, I'm going to go copy image, and now I'm going to go to my flash file, the flash file that was available for you, and I'm just going to simply paste it with Control V. So my file is a little bit bigger than the actual stage, so I can actually come over and make it smaller. So let's screen it, so we'll make it smaller. And now it fits to the stage. What we need Illustrator to do, Flash to do here, sorry about that. What we need to do is we need to actually have it draw. So we're going to go to Modify, Bitmap, and we're going to trace the bitmap. So it's going to come over and it's going to draw this image for you. From here, we can go ahead and take apart the things that we want to redraw over here. So I'm going to actually take apart the eyeball. So we have the images that we want to keep, and we can go through and change that. So select all of this. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to now come over and figure out what I want to keep and what I want to get rid of. So I'm going to come in and zoom in on this about, let's go 200, so I can start taking this apart. So this is the part I'm going to copy. Let me start taking this apart. So what I don't want here is I'm going to get rid of this black area, so that I can get rid of this black area, so I can recolor the eyeball. That's what I need. So that will stay the same, and this is the part that's going to change in color. So I deleted the area that I want to change color. So this is the iframe, and that's going to stay the same, and I'm going to lock that down. And I'm going to add a new layer. So here's the new layer button here at the bottom lower left corner, and this is going to be eye color. And I'm going to drag that underneath. So what we're drawing will then be underneath that. So I'm going to come over, I'm going to make a simple bowl and position it in place. So here it goes, and I can make it a little bit larger here by just stretching it out. This is now my new eye color. I'm going to lock that color. I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to clean out the black parts of the eye that we don't need here. And I'm going to add black to the center here. So we have that black center of the eye. I can get picky and start deleting the parts of the eye that are black in. But for time, I'm going to leave the rest of them alone. So here's my eyeball. I now have a green eyeball. The stage looks funny because it's pink. Let's go back to our stage and change the color to white. So now we have the eyeball with the eye color. So with the eye color, let me unlock the eye color, unlock my iframe. I'm going to add a keyframe. So I'm going to insert a keyframe at 20, at 40, at 60, at 80, and at 100. So we have 100 keyframes there, which is just the eyeball. And what it did was it just, on each frame, it redrew that one circle. What a keyframe does is it copies the last frame into another area of time. So this is our timeline, and we have at frame 20, at frame 40, at frame 60, and frame 80, and frame 100, we have that same circle. We need the circle to be the same color at the beginning and at the end. So, and now what we're going to do is we're going to insert a keyframe at the end that will then duplicate our iframe. And now we have the iframe. So the iframe is locked. We're going to click on frame 20, and we're just going to simply come over and change the color. So you can use your gradient color, so there's a nice gradient there. So what happens right now is it'll go from green, and then it snaps to this gradient color. We're going to pick another color here from the palette, and we'll go from that gradient color to a yellow. And then from that yellow to maybe the next gradient color, which is a rainbow. And then from the rainbow to another color, which will then go to just simply blue. And then it'll go to green over here. So right now, if we loop the playback, we go control and loop the playback, it's going to go blink, 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 and it's blinking on the colors. What we want to do is we want it to not blink, we want it to actually change into the color. So we're going to come over here and we're going to click in between those two areas of 0 and 20, and we're going to say create shape tween. And although it's not changing the shape, it's actually going through and it's changing the color. It's changing the color. So it's gradating from one color to the next color. We do the same between 20 and 40. Do the same between 40 and 60. And keep on going between 60 and 80. And then finally, between 80 and 100, create shape tween. And so now when we hit enter and it plays, it'll now change from one color to the next. And you just did your first shape tween color change. So what we did today was we copied an image from the internet, we pasted it with Control V into Flash, we then sized it to fit to the stage, went to modify, bitmap, we went to modify, bitmap, and trace bitmap, and then we went through and took out the areas that we wanted to change. We redrew that area and had the colors change. So good luck with working on this Flash file of changing eye color.